All right, Coach, we're about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. They're going deep here for Taylor. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott from 17 yards out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Brissett got his target, Samuel, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They run again with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hurry up, hurry up. That's fine, yeah.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Jump out! Hurry up.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Loco, over here. Hurry up. That's fine, yeah.
On first down, Rodgers. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Finding some room at midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
This is Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Hurry up. No. Hey, 88. No.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That's fine. Go.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Zone. Hey, check 26.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And Jeffrey's got it. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Box it. Hey, check 26. Get reset. Hey, over.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tech McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Hey, 26. Look at the 8.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tech McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Flex round! Flex round!
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Brissett. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helping them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jordan Willis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's fine. Yeah. Well.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, easy. Let's go, come on.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, take 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Flex. Jump out. Over.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
No. Get reset. Hey, 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Let's go. Come on.
Right back to him on 1st down. Runs through the contact. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a time. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. All right, Coach, we're about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Let's start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We're set now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Hurry up!
Rodgers now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hurry up! Hey, 88! Hey!
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hurry up!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
26. 319. Zone. Hey, where y'all going? Zone.
Now Rodgers throwing on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. First down, Brissett. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The former first-round pick from Boise State, Shea McClellan. Coming on the blitz, he gets him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 2nd down, Brissett. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side, Reed. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Drops it underneath to Elliott. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Gano out to kick this one away. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's fine, yeah.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott, 62 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Jump out!
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for... This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hurry up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Julian Edelman, as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They juked him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So out now come the Redskins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, if I can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go to Elliott again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Let's go. Hey, 626.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to fire one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's third and long for Brissett. And that's the first NFL catch for Cortland Sutton. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A second down throw for Brissett. And his throw here is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They run with Hunt, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Brissett. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Final minute now of the third quarter. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the red zone now, Brissett. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left. And no good. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And not a whole lot doing there, so get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, Elliott. He finds some open field here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Here we go. 58.
To throw is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So out now come the Cardinals. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's got some space here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Again to Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jeff Locke now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This will be taken at the 10. Oh, look at the juke. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun, here's Brissett. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing, Brissett. The screen pass here to Cohen. Finding room inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Brissett. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That's fine, yeah.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Let's go, come on. No.
First down, the run with Lynch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Lynch. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back.